Hey everybody, Neil Myers from WineExpedition.com. Thanks for stopping by for another edition of Weekday Wine Reviews. I'm traveling today. I'm actually at a wine event down in San Diego, and I'm here in a lovely hotel room. And normally I travel with my own stemware. I really don't travel with my own stemware. And was not so delighted to get this offering from the wine bar downstairs, but I guess it beats the plastic cup that's sitting next to the restroom there. What are you going to do? Tonight we're having a Pinot here in San Diego. It's Summerland 2005 Bien Nacido Vineyards. Summerland, Santa Barbara area. Their boutique vineyard specializes in Burgundian, Chardonnay, and Pinot Noir wines. And they sort of pick and choose fruit from all the sort of known vineyards in the Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, Monterey. They kind of follow the coast between Santa Barbara and Monterey. Bien Nacido Vineyard is pretty well known. It's one of those vineyards that you see the name a lot on, the offerings of some pretty big wine labels. Bien Nacido means of noble birth, and the kind of accolades that these guys get for their grapes, it seems like it's a deserving name for their vineyard. They planted about 46 years ago. It's one of the oldest vineyards in the area. Santa Barbara Pinot, I gotta be honest with you, I tend to favor the cooler climate, Sonoma Coast, Oregon Pinots. Santa Barbara Pinots, for some reason, I find them just to be a little sort of warmer somehow, and just I don't love them as much, but you know what? That said, there's Sea Smoke and Fiddlehead. There's some great Pinots in Santa Barbara, so I shouldn't say that. But that said, Bien Nacido, again, premier grape grower in the Santa Barbara, Santa Maria area. So I'm curious to see how this tastes. Summerland has a couple of different, it's almost too much for this glass. Summerland has a couple of Pinots they do. They do their regular Pinot, they do, and a couple of vineyard selects. This one's the Bien Nacido. This little glass, I'm trying to get some air in this wine. This glass is not necessarily constructed for optimal exposure. I'm not sure what this glass is constructed for, to be honest with you. All right, so there you go. Pretty deep burgundy color. It's 2005, so it's starting to show a little bit of signs on the edges of the color is turning towards. You can tell it's going to be. It's moving in that color, moving in the direction of almost like a salmon. Not quite there yet, but it's definitely not a 2007 or 8 as some of the Pinots I've been tasting lately. My little glasses give me. The fruit is not. I'm not getting as much of the fruit aroma as I'm getting sort of the spice undertone, and it has that sort of. I don't know how else to describe it. Sort of a warm. I'm not referring to alcohol level. It's got a warmth to it when you smell it. It's a Santa Barbara trait that I've come to expect. The fruit. There's a cherry and strawberry that you might expect in a Pinot, but the fruit is kind of leaning towards like a candy, almost like a Jolly Rancher or something. There's a sweetness to it that I wasn't expecting, or I'm not necessarily thrilled about. I mean, it's not bad. It's just I tend to like my Pinots a little more delicate and softer. This is kind of this strong kind of candy thing. It's weird. Yeah, and it kind of lingers into the finish. I mean, you get a little bit more of the spice once you get to the finish, but that candy Jolly Rancher flavor is there. This is fine. It's good. I'm on the road in San Diego drinking out of a tiny wine glass. What are you going to do? Something tells me I'll be pouring a few more small glasses before I hit the sack tonight. Thanks for stopping by the Weekday Wine Review at WineExpedition.com. Until next time, I'm Neil Myers. Cheers.